I don't wanna share it with you. I don't even want you to know. I know you wanna sink your teeth in the know you want to give yourself.
Okay, it is recording. Hey everybody, welcome back to the show. It's been a while. It's good to be back. I think it's good to be back, at least. I don't really know.
We're back.
So this is the Joker and the Bard. We have a zero. This is zero scripts. We've got no pre-press for any of this, do we?
We haven't really even talked about it before we've
got
on.
Yeah, I just thought we'd better do something because we haven't really released anything. Jimmy is away. He's doing the Isle of Wight festival.
Whoop whoop.
Yeah, I think Green Day are headlining. I saw, or I think they're playing at the Isle of Wight festival.
No way.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of we have I guess so. I don't know. Maybe we can talk a little bit about what we've been up to behind the scenes for some other stuff. So we have we're gearing up for our comic book. So Finn and I have written this comic book, Project Monsters.
Oh yeah.
Which we're really excited about, and we've been doing a lot of press work for it. We've been, posting ads. We've been doing lots of Twitter and Reddit marketing. Just gearing up for our Kickstarter, which is going live the 10th of July.
Yeah.
When we've got a podcast booked, I think we're doing that with some people.
Yeah, Creative Cranium have booked us in. We haven't confirmed a date yet, but we're hopefully going to have a podcast slot, which is exciting. Do you know what I mean? Like talking to experts, people who've done this before, and getting their insight, getting what they think. Yeah,
man, it's gonna be fun. We got it looks like we're gonna have to be up at 3 a.m. our time, which is I'm not exactly enthused about. And you thought, let's do some cocaine.
It was a joke.
Was it?
It was a joke for sure.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, we're looking forward to that. It has been a lot of hard work, and it's not been a super easy ride, but we haven't had to draw the book, so that's been nice.
All of this is very new. This is like,
it's our first time doing it. Yeah.
Really going in the deep end, but like, I was a bit like, I wasn't enjoying it at first.
Really?
I wasn't.
What, the press side of it, not the production side?
Oh no! The production side of it's the best part. That's the best part for sure.
Yeah.
But I went into the promotional side of it, like, I don't know, a bit dejected and a bit like unsure and a bit like overwhelmed almost. But now I'm kind of enjoying it.
Yeah, and you're good at it.
Oh, we're both good at it, I think.
I mean, I think what you've been able to do, going deep into the cesspool of Facebook and stuff is impressive, and I wouldn't have been able to do that the way you've done that. And I think Reddit is quite a difficult place to do self promotion.
Yeah,
because it can be I've had it kind of not backfire, but just, I mean, we've had a few bits of odd things said about the work that we've been posting. Someone was critiquing our log line, I think, quite heavily.
Oh, really?
I can't remember. They were saying something about how you ought to give us a bit more in the log line. There was just some sass. Do you not remember that?
I don't remember that.
And it ruined your day. You said
no. So
what was the one that ruined your day?
It was a comment on a Reddit post. And like, bearing in mind, we don't get any traction on any of these.
No, we're fucking nobodies. We're losers. We are the biggest losers ever. I'm 30 years old, and nothing's happened. It's embarrassing. The amount of times. Imagine if Kendrick Lamar released a comic book. Do you know how many people would like that tweet?
Yeah, I know.
I don't know why I said Kendrick Lamar, but the point is,
do you know what though?
Zero.
Dude, I heard this quote, and I think I might have mentioned it to you before, but it's actually kind of changed the way I've actually like thought about everything. Like, so you're 30, I'm 23, and even then, I get similar feelings of I haven't like, where's my legacy, where's my mark? Do you know what I mean?
That's what you're worried about, the mark, the legacy. I'm not worried about that.
Yeah, well, why do you do anything that you do?
Well, because I enjoy doing it.
You enjoy doing it.
Yeah, that's the whole reason.
Yeah,
but what I'm saying is it's what frustrates me is I mean, I harp on about this all the time, but it's just it's the fact that no one gives a shit.
This is what I'm on about, okay? Because you want people to give a shit.
Yeah.
Because you want to make that mark. You want to have that.
Well, no, because I want to be able to keep doing it. So it's like at some point, all of these extracurricular activities of mine, I don't see how I can sustain that if I start having a family.
Their fuel is continual support. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's like, I think, I don't know. I mean, I think if you ask many people or musicians or novelists or whatever, there's this very age-old debate, an age-old question. I mean, I find it depressing when I stumble upon a podcast that has 100 episodes and they've all got like two plays. It feels like what something an insane person would do, you know? Like, and I'm so used to having that criticism laid upon me. It's just, you're an insane person. So the way I can kind of not have my sanity doubted or in question, the way I can tell myself that I'm not insane is knowing that lots of people adore me.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, oh, I'm probably not insane because some people are giving my work a time and respect and attention, whereas I'm pretty sure most of the stuff I produce is chalked up to the ravings of an insane person.
Yeah.
So I just, that's my...
You want to be the Kanye West of comic books.
No, I mean, I don't want to be, no, I'm just saying, like, at least people pay attention to Kanye. I don't know. I actually think we have this big cultural crisis right now where, like, that whole Terrence Howard thing.
What's the Terrence
Maybe
Howard
you've not been
thing?
following all this. Oh my god, it's so good.
I'm not in the public eye.
Because he's got this whole thing, his whole mathematical like thing about how the square root of 2 is 1, and like 1 times anything times 1 is like, so 1 times 4 is 5, right? That's his belief. And he did the Rogan podcast, and it just, like, the whole world took it by storm. But but what happens is I think a lot of people kind of came away from that being like, yeah, he makes loads of sense, man. And this guy is like having an episode, and we should probably, you know, I think that's what's happening, right?
Yeah.
And or he's, I don't know, I'm not whatever, but I'm just saying the behaviors he is, I relate to that feeling of being like, yeah, I've figured out maths. I go around, I've done it so many times. I made a tweet, you could probably go back and find this. Yeah. I was full on like manic, I'm pretty sure, saying, oh, I think I've solved the Millennium Prize. and you know, luckily most people ignored it. Yeah. No, everyone ignored it, rightly so, because I hadn't solved them. I don't even know what the problem I'm solving is. So, yeah. So I mean, he's come out with all that. But then Neil deGrasse Tyson did this really great sort of video, because Neil deGrasse Tyson did a peer review of the paper that Terrence Howard wrote. Oh, and it was hilarious. It was. Is his surname Howard? It is Howard, isn't it?
I don't fucking know.
You don't know the guy, the first Rhodey. He played Rhodey in the first Iron Man. And then they recast it. He's
a mathematician.
No, he's not. That's what I'm saying. He thinks he is.
This is so much funnier.
Yeah, he thinks he is. And there's this really funny red carpet interview, and they're like, "So, Terrence, how's it going? What are you up to?" And he's like, "I'm re-establishing Pythagoras' Euclid geometry." Whoa. Yeah, man, he's gone off the rails. But apparently, he's always been like that. And I saw this thing. In the Tropic Thunder DVD extras, there's a scene where, like, Robert Downey Jr. Is like writing, you know, in character, is writing on the back of some guy in a bathtub, and the gibberish he's spouting seems very similar to what Terrence Howard would have probably been saying on the set of Iron Man 1. Really? Oh yeah, big time, man. Man, you're deep into this. I'm really deep into it. I spend too much time on the internet. It's really bad. But it just makes me giggle. Anytime I see, because I like this, have this bit about, like, madness is embarrassing. Yeah. You know, madness is not. It's just embarrassing. It's not even. It's just embarrassing when you're mad and you don't realize it, which is what I think most of my output is.
But is it embarrassing because you are aware of it? Like, is true madness not embarrassing because you're not aware of it?
Yeah, that's an interesting thought. Just
someone standing by a wall, you know, like those, like, you know, but actually they're thinking that they're Napoleon. Like, that is proper madness, right? I wouldn't say you're mad, dude. You hold a job, you got a wife. It's all chill.
Yeah, no, I know, I'm not. I think, I don't know. I remember when I was like really ill at one point, I was posting pictures to Facebook of, you know, that thing where the dragon is eating its own tail, an Ouroboros or whatever it's called. I was like,
your Munga, the world-eating snake.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And
carry on.
And I remember saying something like, "Look at these pictures. I think they're all saying the same thing," and it was like etchers' hands sketching each other and stuff, and it's all this self-referential pattern matching thing.
Yeah.
And it just makes me laugh because I don't know what that is. Like, where does that come from?
Dude, it's not. I don't think that's insanity. I don't think that's madness, dude. I got high one time. So high, I got so high one time. I thought I knew what Abbey Road meant.
That's a Beatles song, isn't it?
No, it's the album.
That's not,
I just sat back.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I just went, I get it.
I think there is an element of that. You know, just. I find when you're in that rational mind, you're very against believing anything. I find my general self is very skeptical. I don't really hold firm beliefs about a lot of stuff. But when you're kind of, you know, manic, pushing the psychosis thing, everything just makes sense. And it's just, yeah, man.
Everything's like linked together.
I get it, man. But then you kind of come out of it, and there are some snippets of wisdom you can take from those experiences. But ultimately, I think it's just so... I don't know. I remember like when you have that bipolar confidence and you're in that full swing manic episode, people just like are attracted to you.
There's big dick energy.
Yeah, you got that big dick energy, and I don't have that. I have small dick energy most of the time.
Yeah,
I like that small dick energy. I'm reserved. People don't know what I'm thinking, man. I don't want people to know what I'm thinking.
No, because
most of the time it's like ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. No thought.
No thought.
No, I wish.
Neither.
It's just constant. Just.
I think I got like a medium chub energy.
Medium chub energy.
That's.
I like that.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why we're friends. Like medium chub and then just small dick.
Yeah. Okay.
That was a good intro segment.
How's the house stuff?
I'm not talking about that on the air.
You've talked about it before, no?
Did I? Yeah, it's going alright. Hopefully we'll have a house soon.
That's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
And what's the address?
What's your address? I give my address.
1, 2, 3. Mind your own fucking business.
We'll be right back. No, too soon. What was I gonna say? No, you. Yeah, it's really easy to find my address online because all the domain names I have, they're all like you have to give an address. And I accidentally left my address in a bunch of stuff for writing submissions that are all on my blog. You can get it easy. Like my blog is a good example of madness, right? Yeah. I have a treatise on like it's called like a treatise on like moral agents in a complex system.
Oh wow.
And it's just fucking. There is this is the part of me that I was saying earlier about how like. Of course I've invented maths. But when I'm not psychotic, I just don't tell anyone about it. And then all it does is give you the confidence to be who you really are.
To be who you really are.
Which is someone that invents maths without any, grounding in maths and physics. Well, I do, but not. Yeah. I'm an idiot. But I like philosophy, but just rambling. The
thing about philosophy is you spend all this time thinking, you're not spending much time doing.
I'm the philosopher.
Oh
yeah, big time. I miss doing the Pancake Shack. I do.
They were always good fun.
They were really good fun, and but I lost the will with the animation. It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work,
and I keep saying that because it's true.
But I think getting back into it, maybe you'll find something else to animate.
Well, that's what. Oh yeah, well we can talk about that.
Oh, go on.
Yeah, because hey everyone, Joker and the Bard listener, we've been commissioned to do a piece of work, haven't we, Fim?
Dun dun dun.
We're doing a bit of voice work for an animation, and we've been commissioned to do the animation, advertising a comic book called Clove Hitch. By Christopher. What's Christopher's?
Albright.
Yeah. He
Maybe we shouldn't dox his last name. I don't know.
no, it's on the Kickstarter.
That's true.
He's out there. So yeah, check out Clove Hitch on Kickstarter. He's just had his comic successfully funded, which is really exciting because he is now commissioning us to do an animation.
Yeah, I mean he's been absolutely fab. I can't remember if he reached out to me or if I reached out to him, but just being like really helpful. He just giving us loads of advice. So you know, and he's listened to the pod.
Yeah, I think we had 20 downloads on like one day.
Oh really?
And I was wondering, is that Chris? Do you know what really pisses me off? Do you know what we have? Like nearly we have 500 downloads on one episode.
Yeah.
Which episode do you think it is that's done that well? Because for us, that's a really good number.
Is it an old one?
Yeah. No. Well, I would say it's. Well, no, I'm not going to give you.
Is it like our silver age? The good old days.
The golden days on the iPhone mic.
Yeah.
It was an iPhone mic episode.
Oh, then it's the Mr. Lebowski story time.
Oh no, it's not. It's the Hot Shots read through.
Really?
Yeah, and I don't know why. I think it might be because there was a film called Hot Shots.
Yeah.
With Mr. Sheen.
Hot Shots and Hot Shots Part 2.
Yeah.
But I love those films.
I'd never seen them, but...
What?
No, I never... I remember... I think we've had this conversation before.
On the pod?
Probably.
Oh man, we've done
I
so
only
many.
ever talk to you on when it's being recorded.
Yeah, it's an interesting friendship. But Hot Shots is fab. It's like... you ever watch like Airplane or like...
Yeah, I love those movies, like Police Academy.
Police Academy. It's just silly wackiness. Yeah, it's great. The first one is like a mick take on Top Gun. Yeah. And the other one's a mick take, I think, on Rambo.
Yeah, those are ripe for the mick taking.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's why that show, because the show, the recording is really bad, but I think it is kind of funny because it's very, we do a lot of musical interludes. And the three of us are in the room. I do think this StreamYard thing is BS. Yeah. I like being in the room when we're doing these shows, and I like having all three of us there. And it's such a shame that we can't do that. And then obviously, big news on the pod: you're moving to Australia.
Should I say my address?
In Australia.
Yeah, my Australian address.
Rubber Dinghy Avenue. I'm gonna be living in Rubber Dinghy Avenue. Gonna move out there and become a paintball instructor.
Oh no, the Australian government's going to find this podcast and not going to be allowed in.
Mate, you can't come in to do your paintball if you don't have a paintball license. Alright? I can't, you think you're all that and you don't need your license, but you do. I've seen a crocodile trying to eat a paintball and you need to know which paintball to buy.
Is paintball a strictly Australian?
Yeah, mate. It was invented in Oz.
In Oz.
Oh yeah, mate. That's what we call it. It's part of our cultural hegemony on the world.
Hegemony.
Yeah, big word. Big word.
Big word.
And it means like total control. Like all good Australians have. We just got total control of paintball globally. We manufacture all the paintballs in the world in Oz. Can you believe it?
You've sustained this accent for a while.
Yeah, mate.
It's very good.
What do you mean accent, mate? I'm just talking like I do.
What's your name?
It's Dingo.
Dingo.
Yeah, mate.
Dingo from what was the street?
Dingo Flamingo.
Dingo
from Dingo Flamingo's Paintball.
Amazing.
Paintball manufacturer since 2006. I used to collect knives, but I don't do that anymore. It's kind of sharp. Just the knives are just sharp, So I thought, what's round? A paintball. So I thought, I'm going to do paintball. This is like when Jimmy did his 10 minutes of stand-up comedy. Yeah. And we were just sitting there like waiting for it to end.
I know, it's funny.
Yeah, he's good.
It's
but
funny
I like ripping on each other when we try bits.
Oh, I see. Yeah, it was shit.
I find it's weird trying to do stand-up. As soon as I tell you, I've written a bit. And then it just dies. Yeah. Mate, you should do it in Australian. It'd be way funnier.
Yeah, it's just, you already sound funny, so you're halfway there.
Yeah, mate. No one believes a word I say when I'm in an Australian. I love doing that accent.
Yeah.
Dead air. No, we shouldn't say that.
You shouldn't say it. We need a soundboard.
Yeah, would you want to do a freestyle rap?
About what?
I don't. Just you got a freestyle off. No, don't do that. That's silly. Do we have anything we want to talk about? Anything else? I don't want to put out a 20-minute show, nor do I want to edit any of this. So this is good. That's a good way of going into things.
You've been very pessimistic this whole episode, Harrison.
I think.
Hold on. You've been very pessimistic this whole episode, Harrison.
Yeah.
What's up, man?
I
Who
don't know.
touched you?
Which one? Have I? No, I do think I get in the way of myself a bit. Dr. Phil.
I'm not Dr. Lebowski.
Dr. Lebowski. Your full proper name is on the comic book, by the way.
I know.
So you gotta.
But like, you know.
That was funny when Jimmy was like, "Is your actual name Lebowski?" I'm like, yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, I don't know. I think when no one's laughing,
Someone's crying.
no. You ever just want someone in your life to pat you on the back and just be like, yeah, you got this. Like you're fine. Just keep being you. Just keep doing it. You're good. You're talented. I just need that. I need that constant affirmation, and I find I don't get it enough.
Okay.
So maybe that's why I do stuff. Is really just to kind of get that. And the pessimism is like me kind of being, everything I produce is just shit, and I'm just so used to producing shit, so I just get out ahead of it and be like, yeah, this is shit, don't even bother listening to it. I used to warn people when I put a song out, but like, you've been warned.
Yeah.
You know, this is awful.
Yeah.
I like setting the bar nice and low.
I mean, but like, you just gotta like realize that you've achieved quite a lot of things that not many people have ever even attempted. Do you know what I mean? You've written what, two books?
Two wars? Yeah. Well, I have written 2 novels. Yeah. One got published. One's published.
We're making a comic book that's getting like pretty good feedback just off of the pre-press.
Yeah.
If you could believe it. You've had music.
Yeah, but no one cares about that.
It doesn't matter, dude. But like
But I think it's embarrassing. You know, like I think some of those songs are embarrassing, but I still have them out there.
It's like you have achieved in like a category or like a sphere of talent what you've done like 1%. You're like part of that 1% of the people who've actually like just
finished something. Yeah. But that's the easy bit.
That's the easy bit.
That's the thing. It's like just finishing a thing.
I say that's the hard bit, dude.
No. Because anyone can do it, right? Anyone can write a novel. Anyone can make a rap. Anyone can sing a song.
Yeah.
But what not anyone can do is make a brilliant song or write a brilliant book or write something that really resonates. Really write a good story that you just... There's this transcendental kind of almost spirit realm thing where this piece of art that you've created reaches out and it grabs people in and you just can't put it down and you don't know why.
Yeah.
That is what I've always wanted to make, is something that is undoubtedly brilliant. And I feel like I'm constantly... There's that really famous Ira Glass video where he talks about how you have really great taste and all your work is never measuring up to your taste, so the way you get there is by doing volumes and volumes and work. And I feel I'm at this point now where I've done like volumes and volumes of work and everything's still shit.
Yeah.
You know, it's still not... I mean, I don't know. I think I am... There is that element of being your own worst critic, and I think that's the only way to be.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think some of the stuff I've made is brilliant and I really like it. And other days I think it's trash, but most of the time I just feel... Because I'm always everyone's biggest fan as well. That really pisses me off. Yeah. Where anytime anyone says to me something, I'm like, oh, this fucking hell, you did it. This is great. This is amazing. I really like this, blah, blah, blah. And then whenever I say to people, oh... You know, and I don't like... I don't know. I'm moaning a bit, but...
It's... But are you basing... Are you just saying that your stuff is shit and trash because you haven't like gotten as much traction as you're hoping for? Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, maybe.
Is that the only like barrier for it? Because like, or would you want to create? But what if there's like a piece of work that you created that you actually thought like artistically is your worst piece of work. Maybe it's like your worst song or your
Oh,
worst
and it
book,
like took off.
and it takes off.
Yeah, no, that would be weird. I would be like, you guys are fucking idiots. Because actually, there is this other thing. There's this really famous saying, and it's called being too smart by a half. And the idea is that there were these, I think they were coyotes, and this farmer and they were trying to get the chickens or something. So every day the farmer would go out and rattle a bunch of coins in a jar to scare off the coyotes. Some of the coyotes would run off. Others realized that all he was doing was shaking a thing, so they didn't need to worry. They were smart enough to recognize that the coins were just that. They weren't anything harmful. They were just an annoying sound. So they were smart enough to recognize that. The dumb ones ran off. But then what happens is because these guys weren't going when the guy shut the coins in the tin, he then just got the shotgun out and blasted the last remaining ones. They were too smart by a half, right?
I see.
They were smart enough to recognize the coins, but they were only half smart enough about the shotgun. Whereas the dumb ones survive. So I've always thought, again, this is a very vain, naive thing. It's like, I'm always trying to write something or create something that I have never seen before, or I have never, something that just is just out of my reach, you know. But what a lot of people want to consume is not the stuff that's out of my reach. It's stuff that's, you know, bread and butter stuff, simpler stuff, easier consumption stuff. And then maybe that's where you then start gaining a big audience. Yeah. And it's that artistic setup. But the thing is, I don't know. I like, if I could do that, if I could make something that was guaranteed like 100,000 people would consume it on YouTube or whatever it is, I would just do that. Yeah. But I can't. I don't know how. I don't know what that is. Like, I don't know how to write a pop song. I don't know how to do like the low, you know, the lower artistic stuff. All I know is how to do what I do, and what I do, no one gives a shit about. And I guess, like, I don't know, I feel bad about it, but like, I've been trying this TikTok thing, and the stuff I end up making on TikTok is like borderline insanity, and no one, like, it doesn't. I don't know. I just feel like I'm missing a trick.
Yeah. I guess the coyote needs to take the shotgun off of the farmer. Yeah. And shoot the fucking farmer.
Shoot the farmer.
And eat the farmer. That's a smart coyote.
That's a very smart coyote. Or maybe he realizes he is in a parable. Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Mate. Yeah. Beyond insanity.
Beyond insanity.
Da bomb.
Da bomb, yeah. Yeah, man. Will Smith was on Hot Ones. Did you watch it?
No, I watched the Shane Gillis one.
Oh yeah, I didn't watch it. I'm waiting for me and my wife to watch Hot Ones.
Well, how was Will Smith?
Well, I just saw the thumbnail. I was like, does he ask him about the slap? That's the only question I have going in. It
has to be.
First question.
Has to come in.
No, the Da Bomb insanity was like, what did Chris Rock's cheek feel like? That's the question.
How was it slapping an old friend?
Yeah, I just
explain that, Graham.
Yeah. I mean, what else did you wanna? I feel like, how are you doing, man? Are you doing all right?
I mean, you know, it's been interesting. I haven't felt inspired in a very long time. I've been feeling like, I feel like I've sort of almost been like coasting since graduating uni. Yeah. I haven't really worked on anything really. And it's now like, work's really picked up and it's like a lot more responsibility. And then here as well, on everything that's going on, it's like, I don't know, I'm just feeling like a bit of like a...
You're getting momentum.
And then, you got like Australia and stuff. I'm like, okay, cool. I got all this shit that I need to sort out and do before January. Yeah. Before we chart off. And yeah, I'm like excited and I'm taking it on.
Yeah, I'm curious. I'm so distraught that you're moving.
I know, dude.
This is going to be the end of the pod.
We can StreamYard.
No, we're not.
I know you literally had like a 5-minute
and
run.
and the delay is going to be awful.
Oh yeah.
It's going to be, and it's time difference. It's like 12-hour time difference.
So yeah, when because I got my brothers out there now. Whenever we like FaceTime, it's either like, well, they're like it's like a 9-hour time difference, I think. So we phone late in the evening or early in the morning.
Yeah,
and it's like the opposite side.
I'm not making a podcast under those. We could just voice note each other on WhatsApp and I'll stitch it
I mean,
together.
I'm more than happy. Like if you and Jimmy are free at like 8 o'clock your time, it'll be like 6 in the morning for me. I'll be getting ready for work.
Yeah. The last thing you're gonna want to do is sorry.
Oh shit.
I burped. We blew that out.
Yeah. You okay, man?
Not really. What I'm saying is I don't think it's gonna happen.
What's not gonna happen?
The podcast, the pan global podcast. I don't think it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But you know, it I don't know. We'll see what happens. You might hate Australia and come back straight away.
Yeah, I mean that's always an option. I might find a spider in my shoe on the first day and fly back.
I don't think that's gonna happen though, is it?
Honestly, like
my big fear is you staying there for longer.
Really?
I think that might happen. You'll be like, this is how you may even convince me, someone's just about to purchase a house to come move to Australia. Because I've seen that James Smith guy. Do you know the James Smith guy? He's like a health...
Is that Will Smith's wife?
No. Finn. It's not. Jaden. What's her name? Can't say it.
Jada.
No, you can't say it because you get...
What she appears.
If you say her name 3 times in the mirror, Will Smith appears and slaps you.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you gotta be careful, man.
Shit.
What I had a joke about. What was the joke? I can't remember what Juice. Is it Beetlejuice?
OJ the Juice.
Is it Beetlejuice?
Yes.
I had another person's name I was using for it, and I couldn't remember what it was. No, I think I know what it was, but I don't want to say it on air.
Okay.
Because it's really bad.
Do you want to say it and then bleep it out?
No.
Okay.
Because I can't be bothered to edit and go
Alright.
back and have to bleep stuff. Anyway, forget about this. What was I saying?
Jada Pinkett Smith.
No, that was not what I was saying.
Jane Smith.
Jane, what was... Yeah,
Jane
there was
Smith,
Australian Jane.
Jane Smith.
No, it doesn't matter. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. I've lost it. Thread's gone. Slipped out my hands. Like a fish.
Speaking of Jada Pinkett Smith.
Yep.
Crazy.
Yeah, man, it's really interesting. She's really interesting.
Have you ever had like?
She was good in The Matrix. She was in The Matrix. She was Nairobi in The Matrix, right?
Was she?
I think so. I hope
Capital
so.
of Kenya. Nairobi. I don't remember which one is that. The first, second, or third?
I think it's...
Bang, marry, kill. You seen the fourth one?
No, I watched a video essay about it.
Oh.
Apparently,
So you have.
sort of seen it, but it just looks shit.
Really?
It just looks so bad, and I feel so bad to say that about $100 million piece of artwork that it took incredible amounts of people's time and involved some of my favorite actors, and artists, and things. But I had a feeling about it, and then you watched it, and I think there was big arguments with the studio or something, and there was all this drama, and it just didn't look fun.
Always the way.
Whereas something like what Keanu was doing with Berserker, I hope that gets made into something, because that was a really interesting book.
The book looks incredible.
I really enjoyed reading that. It was really good.
Yeah.
It's just, I do think though, I mean, this is a big thing with Project Monsters. I get worried that we're selling people, because I think there will be violence and action in it, but I have found as I've grown older, I really struggle with hyper-violence in film and media. It's something why I can rewatch the Marvel stuff, and I don't feel... It doesn't make me feel... It's like a form of escapism, because I'm getting away from my own mortality and
Yeah.
fragility. Whereas I watch something like The Boys, or some of these films that you get, you know, there's like the World War One film that came out recently, or whatever, and 1914, that film or something?
1917.
Was that the name of the movie?
The one that's all in one take. That one.
Is it in one take?
Yeah.
The guy gets squashed by a tank.
It
It was a novel. It was a book, I believe.
There was a film.
I think I have the book.
There's a film that came out called 1917 about World War One soldiers.
Yeah, the German boys.
Oh, no, these boys were English.
Oh no, this is one I'm thinking about. It's from German. But point being, there's a scene where this dude gets squished by a tank. Right?
Okay, I know the one you're on.
Yeah,
about.
fucking brutal. I don't want to see that. I don't want to feel about that. I know that goes on. I've seen enough of this shit, man. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of the violence. I'm tired of and I don't know where this has come from. I don't know why. I'm just sick of it. So when we were writing Project Monsters, I was like, no, he's a pacifist, man. He's just like, he doesn't want to deal with this shit anymore. But then we're gonna have this whole like robot thing in the Antarctic to get around the pacifism thing.
Oh, it's gonna be exciting.
I can't wait to write all that, but still, it's just like, I don't know. I like this pacifist thing. I don't know. Fighting's fun, but
I think there's something very primal, something very interesting about violence that just hooks our eyes, no matter what. And I think violence as well is much more tangible and palatable in a comic book setting than more maybe a film. A film maybe is a bit more visceral because you got the sound and you got the audio experience as well of it. But you can, I think, with the comic book, we can have conversations through our violence. Do you know what I mean? You can talk through your perspective of violence through the violence that we show and use.
Yeah. No, definitely. But I just, like, so much of cinema is violent.
Yeah,
there's a lot of violence, and I found there's a lot of sex. But like, even in my novel stuff, I really steered away from a lot of violence, and my first stuff was very violent, and then I just kind of, I don't know, I just walked away from it a little bit.
Well, we can explore that. I think the dinos could become.
There's a dude eating another dude's head, like, on the cover,
But that's the journey of him, man. He starts off like that. We're seeing him in his camo outfit. That's another fun thing. We're getting
scale power armor.
Scale power armor on the dinosaurs.
That was a good high thought of mine.
I like that a lot. We've had Tame, the serum that keeps their human form.
What was the acronym?
I've got it written down somewhere. I can't remember off the top of my head. Off the dome. But it was cool. And then we got scale armor, which I guess we could think of a acronym.
Yeah, I think that's one for the robot.
There's one for the.
We'll ask ChatGPT to figure out a good acronym for that. That's a very useful tool for that.
We'll change the words, but it's a good way to get you thinking of words, eh? It's a good way to
We wrote the entire comic book using ChatGPT.
No, we didn't. No, we didn't.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, I think we. Oh, sorry. I think I'm peeking there. We have declared
peaking. What do you mean?
I heard my voice really loudly then.
I do. What was that voice you did? The Southern farmer guy.
Well, Dr. Yuck Yuck, don't you think we've gone too far?
It's Mr. Yuck Yuck. Yeah, you said no. You say Mr. and I say
Mr. Yuck Yuck.
Don't you think we've gone too far?
Don't you think we've gone a little bit too far?
It's Dr. Yuck Yuck. You no good cow pat. I do that line in the shower all the time.
Oh really?
I love it. It's funny. That episode was a cracker, man. I remember writing it and being like, this is funny.
Yeah.
That's good.
Good fun. Oh my god, man. What does the Panthers say? He's like, he gets squished or something. Why the fuck are you talking about that? What was Harold? No, what's your character called?
Stan.
Yeah. Stan, we fucking dying!
Yeah. Honey, no! What's going on, man? Yeah, that's funny.
You do Huddy's voice. I want to hear your Huddy.
Oh my god! Oh god! Oh god! No, I'm dying! Stan! It's just like that, isn't it?
It's pretty good.
I think you do it better. You have a great Huddy voice.
It's the only voice I got, really. That's my two voices. This is my normal voice, and then when I'm excited, oh my god, I'm so fucking excited!
Oh my god, I'm so excited.
Yeah, I can't.
You can't lower it.
No.
You gotta try and lower it.
Oh my
man.
god, I'm trying to live a life talking in this voice, but I can't.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Gee. Oh, what was the accent I was Oh no, I had to cut out like an hour-long bit of the podcast the other day because of voices. Oh, actually, did I mention? We haven't mentioned this. So we actually did record another episode for the May the 4th special.
Yeah.
But your mic was fucked the entire show, so we lost that whole episode.
Oh no.
It never went out.
Yeah. I remember that.
And then I forced us to record another episode, and we were shattered, and it was so bad I didn't publish it.
Oh shit.
Yeah. One for the Patreons.
One for the page.
Oh yeah, we have a couple of Patreon members now. I forgot to mention that.
Oh, do we?
No, I'm joking. This is a sad joke. It's not even a funny joke.
Mate, you're so pessimistic. It's so like.
This
is why we don't have any.
Yeah,
Patreon
I think
things,
it is. It's self-fulfilling prophecy. It's because it's like I'm actively telling
you
people.
know what? One time, I was I always say this, and I don't know why, but it really stuck with me. One time, I was crabbing. in near my hometown.
Yeah, in the sea.
Yeah. We're just on like a little jetty, you know.
Did you put the
We put like ham on like a line and try anything. I was with my brothers, and my brothers were getting loads of crabs, and I wasn't getting any crabs. But on the whole car drive there, I kept saying to myself, "I'm so shit at crabbing. I'm not gonna get any crabs. And I didn't get any crabs. And then whoever I was crabbing with, like my mum, my dad, or like, maybe it was like my grandparents or something, they said to me like, "Oh Finn, if you think you're not gonna get any crabs, you're not gonna get any crabs." Changed my fucking life, dude.
That did, yeah. But
changed my fucking
where
life.
did it get you?
Right on this sofa, man. With a mic in my hand.
Mic in my hand, feeling proud. I was gonna start freestyle rapping. Then.
Mic in my hands and bars in my mouth.
Wait, shall I try and drop a beat? You ready?
Okay. I'm sat on Harrison's. So oh no, I can't.
You can't do it.
I can't do it. You're the rapper.
Yeah, sorry. No, you know, you're actually gonna try and beatbox a beat. Yeah, that's pretty good. All right, let me think about this one. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Yeah, this is Harrison. Here we go. Oh, so I'm dancing, feeling free, trying to rap a little, trying to like a little. Oh, look at me go, I'm fly as a hoe. Don't know what that means though. Let's go. Oh no, ho go, let's go. Look at my locomo. I'm driving full of it. You're speeding up. And yeah, no, I'm not a good freestyler.
I'm not a good beatboxer.
Well, there we are. Great entertainment. I find though, like I can freestyle.
Okay.
If I'm manic.
Okay.
That's.
Well, let's.
But I always like.
Let's flush your meds.
The thing is, right, with freestyling, I do it.
Yeah.
But I can't do it. I don't like doing it in front of people. And also, the reason I can't. This is going to sound horrendous, right? But I don't like freestyle rap.
Whoa.
Right. And I'll tell you why I don't like freestyle rap.
I'm leaving the podcast
because I think. The way I write a song or a rap, it takes like days and weeks to write this song, and you're constantly revising every little nuance of it. You know, you'll take a random pause, or you'll realize that there's a metaphor that you want to build in, and the song takes time to tell you what it's trying to say to the world.
Yeah.
And also I find like with rap, it's all about honesty and being honest. And hip hop has a really good sense of humor, and that's one of the reasons I really like the genre. But like, I do find that with the freestyle stuff, it's always kind of a bit like, I don't know. It's rare that a freestyle is really kind of what makes people excited by it is the novelty of it, not the substance of the words.
No.
And that's kind of like the whole point of rap is to say something incredibly meaningful in the verse and in the lyrics. And I feel like in some sense freestyle kind of subverts that a little bit. And it's just I don't know. It just doesn't.
Well, yeah, I think, but maybe you could see freestyle as more. The novelty is that they're parodying the the cadence and the rhythm of different rap themes
Yeah.
and styles, but even though they're not rapping with any nuance, you can still appreciate the talent of combining words and making some semblance of a continuation talking about a specific topic. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And make it all rhyme. It's
Yeah.
very, very impressive.
It's impressive, yeah. But like I said, it's like a party trick.
Yeah, regardless of that, party tricks are impressive.
Yeah.
Like,
No, I'm not faulting it. So I think maybe I'm just jealous. I can't do it very well.
I know it is, and that's what you just got to accept, dude. It's fine. I watch videos of people breakdancing because it's impressive. It gets me pumped up. Do you ever watch like people spinning plates?
No.
Mate, so much fun. It's just like it's impressive. You can't do that. I like watching things that I can't do.
So most things.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's sweet.
What am I gonna do? Watch someone not eat a loaf of bread?
Yeah, you do. You can't do that.
I can't do that.
Could be gluten-free bread though.
Yeah, I'd rather watch someone eat a loaf of bread.
Or it could be gluten-free bread dough. That's right. I'm no hoe. My name's Bob Doe.
I'm celiac from head to toe.
Don't stop. Let's
Go.
boom. Mic drop. No beat. Acapella. Streets. No, I see. Then you get in that.
Bring back the flow.
I've got a heart attack. Let's.
Oh no. Gotta do more cardio.
I have these like pre-canned rhymes. So my first ever like pre-canned rhyme, I think it was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, and 10. Here we go. I'm rapping again.
Mate.
So that's like anytime I start hearing,
Bars.
that's the thing I always say to start warming up.
Oh really?
It's really embarrassing. Oh man, on my SoundCloud, I've got tracks from like 10 years ago that never saw the light of day, and I used to rap in an American accent. It took me about 4 years to learn how to rap in an English accent. It was so hard.
Yeah. What were you doing, Indian?
No, I just said American.
Oh, sorry.
Stop it, because we're gonna get in trouble.
No,
I keep doing. Jimmy did a full-on Indian accent.
mate, it's bad.
And did you see that thing that happened recently? One of Tottenham's players like made a really racist joke about Son.
No,
and it's gone like, mate, like, oh, it's so bad.
What did they say?
Well, I'm not going to repeat it.
Oh,
Off air though, I'll repeat it.
okay.
And it's not good.
It's not good.
It's a classic race. It's not even. It's like a classic.
Is it? But like, is it inciting violence or
No, nothing like that. It was very like he didn't even. What was interesting is he didn't even realize it was a bit
really
racist.
He
to
put
say.
his foot in it.
But the
We've
thing,
all been there.
yeah, we've all been there.
Yeah, sometimes you know you know you're out. It's Christmas. You know you've had a couple. Politics gets involved in the chat. You know, you're gonna say a couple things that you actually think. Drunk words
That
are
you
sober-
actually think.
Drunk words are sober thoughts.
You know, I really want us to do a Flintstones episode. Like we just write a script.
Called Roast and Bones.
Roast and Bones.
Roast and
So,
Stones and Bones.
all right, here's my pitch for the Flintstones episode.
Flintstones Bones.
So, what was the name in like the town for the Flintstones?
It was Dinosaur Park.
No, are you fucking with me? Do you actually know?
Yeah, it was
Do you actually watch the Flintstones?
semi-religiously.
I can't believe a word you say. So anyway, Velociraptors invade, right? And Fred is we open.
Well,
The Raptors are back. You know, and it's fucking carnage. See again, violence, but people are dying. It's blood, gore everywhere, and Fred's like protecting Velma. Is it Velma? Is that her name? Thelma. Wilma.
Isn't it?
And she's like fighting a raptor, like punch, got a headlock, and then Fred's like, "Fuck, man, these raptors are really pissed off," and so he's like, is it Barry, the other guy?
Yeah, Barney.
Barney, yeah, you play Barney, and what we do is, what do you want? These raptors are really bad, man. I've got an idea.
Hey, what you thinking, huh?
I'm thinking we go up to the Chestnut Volcano Mountain and get some of that glorious weed.
Oh my god, I love that fucking weed so much. Let's go get it right now.
And I think the raptors will feel even more calm when we get them the weed.
Man, fuck these raptors. The raptors are pussies.
Yeah, so then the guys, they go up to Volcano Mountain Chestnut, whatever the fuck I called it. They get the volcanic weed. They go back, get all the velociraptors really high.
Yeah.
And they just have a good time, chill out. Turns out that all the velociraptors are just eating people because they're not high. And that's the end of the episode. 12 minutes, give or take.
So like they don't get the munchies. They get the
reverse munchies.
Yes, yeah, go yeah.
Yeah, they get the rewinds.
The rewind.
Yeah.
Ooh.
The rewinds is when you get high, you become less
Sorry, dude, can't come to work. Got the
hungry.
rewinds.
You got the rewinds, mate. I haven't eaten
So
it.
I shit into myself.
Yeah, I think that could be fun. I would like to do a Scooby Doo episode.
Mate, when I was a kid.
Do you remember? Wait! Just to cut you off right there.
Alright.
That one time we were getting changed in jiu-jitsu, and I put my clothes back on after training, and you were like, "Harrison, you are the spitting image of Shaggy right now." And I had on literal green t-shirt, like brown chinos, and obviously my long hair, and it was just made me laugh.
It's funny. I've gotten told I look like Shaggy quite a lot throughout my life, so it's quite good to see someone actually embodying Shaggy.
Yeah,
because like you also like, come on, man. If your voice was like, oh, like, you would be Shaggy.
Oh, yeah, I can't really do a. You did it then.
Like Scoob.
Yeah, that's good. Scoop. No, do it.
Like it's like
Oh my God, Scooby! I can't do
try
it.
and do an American stoner voice, but then just like so you just try and do that first, and then you just make it really.
What is it?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, it's gonna roast some bones, man.
It's like Scoob.
Like Scoop.
Shut up.
I did the Jerry Seinfeld thing.
Yeah.
What's the deal?
Yeah, it's a bit like that. I'm not saying I could do a good. Do your best, Fred.
I can't do Fred.
Get on the fucking ground.
That
And then you got Velma.
like, jeez.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. We
Where the fuck are my glasses?
see that? Yeah,
We got Daphne. Hi, boys. Yes, that's all the mate, and then you got the grey Scooby Doo one.
What's that one?
Well, they didn't they like get rid of him because it was a bit like questionable.
Is it?
Yeah, I don't know what his name was, but maybe like
Do you mean they got rid of the grey Scooby Doo? Why was it questionable?
because I think it was like a portrayal of learning disabilities or something.
What was he like? Slow?
I think he might have been like Scooby Dumb or something.
That was his natural name.
I'm not even joking.
You're not joking. That's 1960s though, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
pretty.
Yeah, dude. I know.
Well, you'll have that voice nailed.
Yeah. I know someone who used to work in the mental health industry, the healthcare service.
Yeah.
During like, I guess like since the 80s, and they said that obviously like the classifications for people change over time. People used to be termed subhuman.
No way.
Mate, that's horrible.
Subhuman.
That's like what? They thought that was better than the R word.
Yeah. Oh man. That's that's pretty brutal.
We'll be right back.
No, I keep it right here. But no, I mean, I would love to do just some animation stuff for just doing our own versions of Scooby-Doo. Flintstones would be hilarious. Like, I wouldn't want to do a Simpsons or a Futurama episode because I think those shows are not really like. But something like Scooby-Doo is just so. There's something about it that just makes me laugh. It's dumb, and I like it for that. But Flintstones is something. It's on the. I'm so obsessed with I was thinking actually, if we get funded, I want
when
us
we get funded.
when
man.
we get funded.
Stop being pessimistic. dude.
Yep. I want us to get like matching dinosaur tattoos.
Mate.
And you know that like thing that Celso did for one of the covers that we chose not to pursue, and it did that kind of cool line art thing.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was thinking maybe he could do the design in that kind of way.
Nice.
I was thinking about it.
Mate, it could be cool. I mean, I'll be down to get a dinosaur tattoo. We don't. So this is the thing, right? My whole thing about matching tattoos is that people. I just don't want. I might not want to get the same thing as you.
No, we could each get a different section of the art.
Yeah, or we can just like if you want a triceratops and I want a ankylosaurus, like chill.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
But I just think it would be fun to, because I get a tattoo every time I publish a book.
Yeah, and you should keep it in your vein.
Yeah. But the thing is, I was thinking, like, how does it work with comics? Because I need maybe go on the other arm.
Whoa. Well, we get like a panel.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I don't know. I just thought about it. I thought it would be fun. But we don't have to do it. It's a lot of money as well.
Yeah. And there's loads of tattoos I really want to. I want to get 2 magpies.
Why?
Because 2 for joy, man.
Oh, is that the thing?
Yeah.
What's one?
1 for sorrow, 2 for joy, 3 for a girl, 4 for a boy, 5 for silver, 6 for gold, 7 for a lie you've never been told.
That's pretty good. I'm impressed with that. Hey man, what's going on? I'm rapping today. I'm gonna have some fun. Don't need a rhyme. Just say whatever I want. I'm on time.
Nice.
No.
1 magpie, 2 magpie, 2 to the 4.
Yeah, it's funny. But I am excited to do this Clove Hitch animation, so hopefully that goes well.
Yeah, it's gonna be really fun.
Yeah, that'd be good. And then you're doing a set. You're doing your first open mic, aren't you?
What?
You're doing your first. You were gonna do like you've got your 5 minutes ready to go.
Right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Give us the good stuff. fan. Are you actually got anything written? Do you have anything?
No, I had a thought.
Go on.
That could be. I don't know.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage now, Mr. Finn Lebowski.
I like football, but it's only been like a recent thing that I liked. I hated it as a kid. I really did. And it was the classic arguments of like, footballers are getting paid too much and that sort of thing. But deep down at the end of the day, it's just... It's because they're so much sexier than I am. I don't know.
That's funny. No, alright, let's work on this joke.
Yeah.
I actually think you had a really interesting thought that we were laughing about, which is where are all the gay footballers?
Oh, yeah.
So talking about how footballers are sexy and all fit bods and that, and then combining it, and then you being envious of their fit bods
Okay, I know.
and their ubiquity, but then you got it. All right.
I got
Okay,
it.
ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, Mr. Finn Lebowski.
So... all these footballers, they got all these fit bods, right? And... And I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. But there are none openly gay footballers, to my knowledge. But I'm gonna find the one.
Okay.
I'm gonna fucking find him.
I think you ran to the punchline. You are gonna find that guy. I'm gonna fuck him.
Mate, I'm gonna penalty shoot out his arse. I don't know.
Oh Jesus Christ! I think there's a joke there. I do think he ran to the punchline though. Is that what they say?
Yeah.
You were straight in there, but I would always do who likes football? Give us a woo if you like football.
Hell yeah, man!
All right, thank you in the back. And then I don't know, and then you just kind of go, I like football. I wish I was. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just think but I think there's a bit there. It's funny.
Yeah, it's just as a thought I had the other day. It was also just like you could talk about like I don't know, high school. Like maybe like it all boils down to actually being jealous of the guys that were good. I mean, you wouldn't relate to this because you were good at football in high school. But I
was pretty good.
I hung out in the library. I didn't play football, Ever.
Did you not?
Not really. Like I would play with like
Too busy trying to find the gay one.
Yeah, I was too busy. Probably on the internet, but as we all were. But I wasn't out playing football that much. But I was, I'd play a couple times with my mates, a couple times with my brothers, but like very infrequently.
Yeah.
I think I could kick a ball.
Yeah, I think you could too.
I think I could kick a ball.
Yeah.
No, you go.
Well, I was just gonna say I love football. It's great fun. Good game.
Good game. I just got rid of my football.
What do you mean you got rid of it?
Oh, because I moved into Australia, I had to get rid of all of it.
Oh, so I went to Bristol. I thought, I better going to Bristol from where we are is like a 4-hour journey sort of thing. So I thought, I'll bring a football. We can kick a ball around.
Yeah.
So I packed my bag with the football in it, fully inflated, and I realised, too much space. I know what I can do. I'll bring a pump and I can deflate the football. And I don't know if anyone out there has ever tried to deflate a football. Not as easy as I thought it was going to be. So I had to sit on a football for like 7 or 8 minutes, just waiting and waiting and waiting. Eventually I got to the football to a point during which I grew impatient and regularly tried to shove the half deflated football into the bag, and then doubted myself and thought, no, I can do better than this. And then I went back and re-deflated the ball. So I spent like maybe a good 15 minutes deflating this football at this point. Get it in my bag and I go, what else I can bring? I'll bring the VR headset. Not a lot of people do the VR, so I'll bring the VR headset as well. So I packed the VR headset and I thought, you know what? I better bring the cafetiere, because if they don't have the cafetiere and I can't have my coffee, I'm not going to be able to poop and it's going to ruin my whole day. I like coffee. So I brought the cafetiere as well. So the bag by this point now is getting kind of heavy, kind of awkward. But it's fine, I'm well prepared. So we get there. Quite quickly I established that there's about 7 or 8 cafetières in the property. So I wasted the space bringing that. I bubble wrapped the thing. I really didn't want it to break. At no point do we come anywhere near a sensible location to play football. Nor does anyone feel any or express any interest in playing football. And with the VR headset, again, no one really was that keen. It would have been something I would have had to been like, guys, let's do this, and I just didn't want to push it. So I brought all that shit 50 miles, 4 hours on the train, nothing. Yeah,
that was good. My only criticism is that I think you're rushing to the punchline.
All right, shut the fuck up. That wasn't when I was there I did my rape joke. Really? Yeah, I have. And Lauren was like, "Eey." Yeah. And I said, I don't get it though. I think it's not, because it's not actually about rape. It's about the idea of rape. Or the perception of being a rapist when you're not a rapist. Yeah. So the take I did, the bit I did to Lauren was a good one. It was a good one. Yeah, it was only it was really weird. It was about 30 seconds. It was really quick. Boom, boom. Yeah, I nailed all the beats, and I was like, shit, I need to write that down. I didn't write it down. But yeah, I think all the mental health jokes are brilliant. I think there is a lot of gold there. But that joke about being psychotic and doing maths is kind of, I think it's kind of covered ground now. Oh, really? Yeah, you hear that joke a lot, I think. Oh, really? But what was the other bit I had? Oh man, let me just. I'm trying to think of any bits I've been. What the thing is, I've never committed to writing these things down, so I just think of them. Yeah, I know. I made you write down that other joke. I can't remember that joke. I think I've still got it in here actually. You had a joke. No, it was about changing a nappy or something. Yeah, no, it was the Dan's dick joke. Yeah, Dan's dick joke. I mean, that was what a classic that one was. You can find that in a Christmas cracker, really. Oh yeah, okay, so all right, so the bit goes like this. So you open with so I'm mentally ill. Anyone else in the room mentally ill? Woo. Yeah, I thought so. And it's like, man, madness it's just embarrassing. You know, have you running around showing people maths you've invented, blah, 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 that whole bit. And then it's like, you know, one of the first things they say to you when you're psychotic is to stop smoking weed. Not me, though. I just powered through.
Yeah.
Yeah, then there's that. So obviously these are all like really rough. But then I realised later on, though, you know, I sort of figured out that it wasn't so much the weed, but it was the stress that really brought me over the edge. And imagine that. A little bit of stress, and suddenly I'm thinking I've won the Millennium Prize, dead certain that Einstein was totally wrong, and that I have, in fact, figured out all the secrets of the universe. Yeah, stress. What a sensible reaction to stress. A bit of psychosis, and then you do this act out, and it's like, hey man, I've got a knife. Give me all your money, man. And you're like, oh my god, oh no, that's right, man. I put you in a highly stressful situation, and now I'm demanding you give me all your money and your phone. And then you hear all this, you go, are you real?
Nice.
You know, and then you just get stabbed. Fucking useless was the last line I had of that bit. I thought that there's something there. There's a whole little routine, isn't it?
Yeah.
But that act out bit can be, hey man, I don't know why I'm doing that, you know, but like, yeah, I don't know,
there's something there, you know, like, yeah, I guess so. I'm trying to think, like, where the act out's good.
You're like, where's the funny?
I'm like, yeah, where is that funny bit in there though?
But it's like this idea that, yeah, so I guess the line, oh my god, are you real? That's not a funny enough line, is it? It's like, you need something that's, I don't know, you can completely change any stressful situation you can come up with, and then you just do the kind of manic interpretation of.
Yeah.
So it's like you're in a traffic accident or something, or some guy is like,
yeah. Is there a feeling that's like comparable to stress?
talking to you. I don't know, but I don't know.
It's a good get out of jail free card. You know, if I'm ever in like a stressful situation with my friends, I can just
madness.
just pretend it's not happening.
Yeah. Yeah, this is not. Yeah, you could do that. Yeah, man.
You know.
See, this is usually where Jimmy would come in and talk about his.
Hey guys, I got another song coming out. Sorry, I'm just a little bit of back and forth on the pod. Sorry, Jimmy. Didn't you say that earlier in the episode? You said like you like a little bit of tick for tack, you know, a little bit of
Oh yeah, banter.
a little bit of banter.
Yeah, I'm really bad at banter.
Let's start the banter segment.
Do you want to do some banter now?
All right.
All right. So I hate you.
Oh man.
You're too tall, and then it's like, and then you say something mean about me.
Oh man, it sucks getting roasted by Shaggy from Scooby Doo.
Yeah, like that's fucking rude. Like I fucking hate you. Like that's really offensive. Like I feel really bad. Like I hate. So my self-esteem is so low. I can't really handle the banter.
Okay, I'm really sorry about that.
Yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate it.
I didn't want to upset you.
Yeah, but you did.
But I'm glad that I did.
Oh, you're glad, are you?
I'm glad that I did. It's nice seeing you get knocked a peg or two
Down
the
pegging order.
down the pegging order.
Yeah, you don't want to be last on the pegging order.
You do. Banter. Your mum does.
Yeah, and I do feel though I think our sense of humours are very like when Chris was like, so the guy that we're doing the animation for, he was talking about how he really liked us because we're English and we have this English sense of humour and stuff, and he was saying, oh, do you guys like Red Dwarf? I fucking hate that show. I fucking hate it. It's shit. So bad.
You were silent on it.
Yeah, I was not going to agree to liking that show. It's a terrible show.
I like it.
I hate a lot of English stuff.
Yeah, I know, I get it. Like, I can't stand Doctor Who. I can't stand
Not even the David Tennant era.
Some of them, like the Weeping Angels episode. I watched that recently. That was like absolutely that writing's absurdly good. But there is no, like there's something about it that I just don't really gel with, to be honest. And there's other things. But I know there's but there are other things that I really enjoy about, like, you know,
British stuff.
you know, sometimes like Strictly Come Dancing gets me. Sometimes I want to know who's a celebrity who wants to get out of there.
Do you actually watch anything?
No.
You don't. Okay, good. Yeah, I always wanted to do EastEnders. Let me write the last EastEnders episode. Did I tell you about this?
No, what would you do?
So I would do a zombie apocalypse
Amazing.
and just have them all getting eaten,
Yeah.
dead.
Yeah.
I'll bring Ross Kemp back into like SAS, Super Army Soldier.
Yeah.
See that? Having said that, I love Extras. Was brilliant. What else? Obviously, what else was in that like The Mighty Boosh was really good.
The Mighty Boosh.
I like that.
IT Crowd.
Yeah, I didn't like the laugh track though. You know,
Peep Show.
I can't watch Peep Show.
Oh.
It makes me depressed. But we made a fucking show. Do you know what I mean? Like that, talking about making stuff that no one gives a shit about.
Yeah.
I'm still bitter about that.
I think the last season of EastEnders, Ian Bill slowly has a mental breakdown because he realizes that his entire life is on a set,
Like a Truman
and
Show.
the final episode is him like pushing through the Queen Vic, and then the cameramen are having like their break, and he's like, I fucking knew it all along, and he murders everyone. That's it.
Quick,
He burns down the set.
get the BBC on the line. Do you think there's any like fan fiction for EastEnders?
Oh yeah, man. Yeah,
Is
I'm
there?
huge on it. It's crazy. There's you know, Phil Mitchell and Shirley. Is that her name?
I don't know.
Well, I used to watch it. My mum used to watch
It's the
it.
same with me. I had to watch it because I think The Simpsons was on either after or before.
Oh, dude, but you were like, so you were watching it 10 years before me. So
Yeah, man.
So who was in your canon?
I don't think Dot was dead yet. Do you know Dot?
Is Dot dead now?
I think so. She must be. She's smoking cigarettes. I remember watching. This is how old it was for me.
Yeah.
Was I would be watching that show on like daytime telly or whenever it was aired,
Yeah.
and Dot is like smoking a cigarette.
No. Yeah.
That would not happen. You don't get that now.
No.
You barely see any of that on BBC.
Dot was still around. I remember Pat Butcher dying.
I don't remember that happening.
Well, yeah, that was like early 2000s. And then you had
I just respected Ross Kemp for leaving and
I
then
never
going
had-
on.
never
And
had Ross
Barry
Kemp.
from EastEnders rocking up in Extras. That was fucking phenomenal. Mustang, sell it! Like that was so funny, man. Like it's so good. And he's getting all the craft the craft table food
Yeah.
and stuffing it down his jacket. And it's like, fucking brilliant.
He was great. I remember he was in a show. I seem to remember he was on in a show when I was a child, and so I recognized him, and I knew the scene of him like because he dies. I think like his like car.
Doesn't
go
he
down
get
the hill.
shot? Or oh
No, I think the car crash, isn't it, down like a hillside or
I don't know.
something. EastEnders is wild, and it really is.
And we can make it wilder.
Mate, Ian Bill figures that out.
Figures it out. He's just been trapped in this world.
For the longest time, I think he's like the longest running character.
Well, do you know what's mad? I think if you go on the IMDb for it, it actually is like it's like I don't know, like a 50 episode season.
Yeah,
and there's like
yeah.
50 seasons.
And people-
Imagine being like, oh, I'm gonna catch up. You know?
Yeah, well, yeah. People watch the omnibuses.
Oh, do you imagine going back to episode 1, 1970s or whatever, it is, and going and figuring and actually doing it, going all the way to present day? That would be like mind melting.
It'd be absolutely devastating.
But I think a lot of writers cut their teeth on those scripts, those shows.
What do you mean?
I think if you're working in the BBC as a scriptwriter,
Yeah.
you a lot of people they must have like an absolute massive churn on the writers for that.
Yeah, for sure.
I assume so.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have fucking no clue what I'm talking about.
No,
Do you? Here's a question for you.
go on.
Do you ever feel like where your station is in your artistic life is given to you because you deserve that, and any more opportunity would just be sure to fail? So, i.e., say I gave you 30 grand to shoot a film and told you, yeah, it was going to get aired on telly or something, or like Netflix, we're going to pick up this pilot, and you had like, I don't know, you really budget 30 grand. Do you think you could rise to that, or would you succumb and make something shit?
I like to think I think you ought Yeah, I think I would like to think I would.
So say I give you like 100 million, and we make Night at the Museum 5.
Mate, it's happening.
That was I just want all the opportunity, but none of the responsibility. That's my catchphrase,
Yeah.
and I think it's not a healthy way to go about life. But what can I say?
Except you're welcome.
Welcome. Can you sing?
Yeah, but
Go on.
I sing really well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got
What can I say? But
no, I'm more of a soprano.
Oh, go on then. What was that?
That was like a tenor. I'm like really high pitched.
Go on. I'll do a note.
What can I say?
No, go on. Do it properly.
Only dogs can hear it.
What can I say except you're welcome?
See, for dogs, they start like barking at that.
You
They love it.
sound like Voldemort.
What can I say? Yeah.
Oh, and then we got that show that we want to write, Diagon Alley.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The brothel on Diagon Alley.
The brothel on Diagon Alley. Yeah.
That would crush.
What would a magic brothel be called? The Leaky Cauldron.
The Sticky Cauldron.
The Sticky Cauldron.
Or the Sticky Wand.
The Sticky Wand.
Blazing Spells.
The Chamber of Secrets.
Yeah. I think you made that joke last time. It was so good.
Yeah.
Did you write any more Cody Banks? No.
No.
You've written... Oh, yeah. We can talk about the next comic project. Your 10,000 words on the backstory for Rain you've written, haven't you?
Yeah, I wrote a book. I started writing a book called Rain, which
What, is it going to be a novel or a comic?
No,
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a comic, but I'm trying to write it in prose at first, just so I understand the story. Because like I've planned this like 10-volume thing, which is probably not the right thing to do. Obviously not.
I don't think there's a wrong or right way to do any of this, as long as you get to the end.
I'm just having fun with it. But yeah, I think like it could have legs. I think it could be fun. I think it could be a fun thing to read. I think I'm gonna try and do.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to jumping on the project with you, because I'm gonna co-write. I'm gonna,
You want to get involved?
Well, I mean, I
you
thought that
don't
was
like-
what our shtick was. Like, we're co-writers.
You don't like fantasy?
No, I do. I've written fantasy stuff before.
Yeah.
But I bring a very kind of a different take
Yeah.
on it. Like I don't like sword and sorcery.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of lame.
Yeah.
But that's all right, Like Lord of the Rings, yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
But it's just kind of
Yeah.
like elves. Just
Well, yeah. Then you're not gonna like this book.
no, I know, but I wanted to write like the jester.
So this is what I'm thinking. Like you got Herb.
Oh, okay, yeah, all right. So that's, and then we do another book together.
Well, no, I'm not saying that this. I'm not even thinking about getting the artwork for this book done. I'm just like wanting to. I want to brush up on my chops on writing for Project Monsters and just for future projects in general.
Yeah.
So this is just a writing exercise. Like I think I've got an idea and a story here that I don't want to bring in any voices in yet because it's all still pretty fresh.
Okay.
I want to really.
Yeah, I just didn't want to get left out.
No. Don't worry. When we go to like maybe I could be like, maybe I can start thinking about getting artwork and stuff done. Like no, we'll talk about it. It's chill. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
It's just a writing exercise at the end of the day. I'm not trying to like. Mate, this is going to be pulled up in the Matt video.
Oh, that'd be so good. Hey Matt, like, just want to let you know that this was our big creative bifurcation,
and we're such big fans, and you can keep this into the video.
Yeah, you big fan, Matt.
Big fan.
So that, by the way, if people don't know, Matt,
Big shout out.
Big shout out. He is he's a historian of comics and the chronicler of the tales that are forged in the creation of the comics culture, all the histories behind all your famous pieces of artwork.
His channel sort of started like whilst we were making this comic book, and it's been really like
informative, like just handy.
Yeah.
I we watched the one on Robert Kirkman, and Robert Kirkman went into, he was Walking Dead, Invincible, blah blah blah, and he was like 40k in debt on his credit card to fund a lot of stuff. And I was thinking, the first thing I thought to myself was, oh, so now I've got to go into like 50k of debt to make this happen.
Yeah, unfortunately you do, and that's okay.
It's getting that way.
But I think something that we've picked up on is that the duos always fall apart, and
I don't think that's what, if success can bring those sorts of things. But to be honest with you, I think when we have creative disagreements, that's when I know that we're working as a team.
Yeah. Because
I get scared when anyone ever says like, "Oh yeah, that's great."
Yeah.
And it's just you don't care. Like you're not fighting for because what we're working towards is the compromise. Yeah. You want to reach the compromise.
Absolutely. And I think we're not. I don't think we're very stubborn when it comes to this. I'm stubborn about lots of things, but I think we got a lot. I got a lot of trust in you, and so I'm not as defensive. I don't think. I'm happy to if you think my idea is bullshit, that's fine. Like it's absolutely chill. Like let's carry on.
Yeah, but that's sort of the same way with me. Really, yeah.
There's a couple things that I will fall on my sword for,
like the fucking calendar,
mate. So much fun. Yeah. So guys, big news. We're going to be releasing.
No, we're not going to be doing this.
What have I done to this?
Oh, you've crushed the sofa cushion. All right, freestyle rap about the sofa situation.
Oh shit! The sofa. It's out of order. I sit in here. I sorta need to rearrange this sofa thing. Put the cushions back. We'll sing. I can't freestyle rap.
Cause I'm a king, yo. Wait. See, alright, listen to the, so if I was to do, so we're the angry grinders, 9 to 5 child minders, hide behind the rile file, trouble loud, that's the tile, useless troves of woes and lows, digging deep to find some solace and some flow, waterfalls of instrumental rocking the bodies, profession should be those beloved hobbies, blue skies ripping the mitosis of thought crowds. It's very different to being like, yo man, my microwave's cool, man, I like a thick hole, man, I can do a thing too, man, I can rhyme this, I can rhyme that, I don't need to be in my kitchen, I can do it in my what, you know what I mean? It's just, it's a whole, it just feels so different to writing a song to freestyling a song. But the whole written song is always discovered by freestyling.
Okay, look at it like this. Let's say that rapping and freestyle rapping is just flexing a different muscle.
Yeah, man, hands down. Yeah,
it's just a different skill. Yeah, and I think you can appreciate them, not on the same level for sure, because there's, I like every difference that you've made. But just stop shitting on things.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying. I'm not. I'm just pissed that I can't do it. You know.
For the listener, but I'm showing Harrison some guys that are pretty good at freestyle rapping. Like there's a stand-up comedian who can take suggestions from the audience and then instantly come up with
use the words that the audience generates. Yeah.
Well, the themes and stuff, and talk about each thing in really good detail. Combine the things together. Very, very clever. That's a very talented skill. Am I going to listen to that on my walk to work? No. But I can enjoy the YouTube video and the flexing of the muscle. Harrison, on the other hand,
unimpressed.
You're unimpressed. And where does that come from?
Envy.
Exactly. Mate, I love watching magic. And I love watching people
but you are a magician.
Exactly. I love watching people who are better than me at magic. I don't get envious.
Do you not? But
no.
Doesn't Nietzsche say that envy is the will to power?
Yeah, but then also Nietzsche said that all...
My sister's puss is great. Did he say that? No.
Did he fuck his
I don't
sister?
know. They were all a bit...
Mate.
I think pre-19... I think the 19...
Man, the things you could do that stash.
Only tickles the first time, baby. That's what the Pringles man said.
Titty.
What?
Did he?
I thought you said titty.
Titty? I think I did.
Titties?
Titties?
Nah, yeah. I think... No, I saw it in animation on a video 7 years ago and it never left me.
That's a Mandela effect.
What's the Mandela effect?
The Pringle man isn't real.
Oh, is that the thing where like everyone has that doubt about the existence of something?
Yeah, I think people think
The Fruit of the Loom logo. That was yeah.
I think there's something about him like having a monocle, or is that the Monopoly Man? I think that
No, wasn't it Peanut?
I don't think the Monopoly Man has a. It doesn't actually have a monocle, but everyone thinks he does.
Yeah, because the Peanut guy does. He's on the Peanuts.
The Monopoly Man.
No, the Monopoly Man is on the Monopoly board. The Peanut Man. Did you know the Monopoly was invented by, I think it was like some social scientist or some philosopher or something to critique capitalism.
Yeah. Old news, Harrison.
Yeah, everyone knows that. That could be a bit like you just go, oh, did you know? That's a really interesting fact, and it's just like a fact everyone knows.
Yeah.
Like
so.
No,
a lot of people think they know how the Titanic sank, but actually
it was an iceberg.
It was an iceberg.
yeah. Did you know that hemp? I don't know. Did you know that sunscreen? No, that's
Conspiracy theorists have always thought like, how was JFK actually assassinated? And it was by a gunshot.
Yeah.
It's a fact.
No, it's a fact. It's just not very funny.
Or the iceberg one was.
The iceberg was fucking hilarious. I like that joke. Yeah, top facts.
Top facts. Clouds are white.
Yeah, that's true.
It's
It's not all clouds. They grey up.
Clouds.
Some go blue. I've seen a blue cloud.
A blue cloud.
Red cloud when the sun's setting. This is a good philosophical question for you.
Go on.
All right, you're looking up at the sky. You see a cloud every day, and the sun comes down.
Yeah.
Turns the cloud red.
Yeah.
Yeah. What color is the cloud?
It's red.
Yeah, but all right. So you're looking at it. You're looking at the clouds.
Yeah.
And it's like middle of the day, and you spend the entire day looking at the cloud. What color is the cloud?
Red. It's whatever the color is. It's whatever. Seeing is in the eye of the beholder. Do you know what I mean?
So you're like an idealist. Do you believe that all of reality is generated? There's no objective external reality. Everything's generated within your head.
I think there's part of that. Maybe there is like a material reality, but none of us share the same perception of that material reality.
Yeah. Do you ever? I have this thing like so. You know how you're kind of experiencing the world, and you experience the world in shapes and
Every
colors.
day.
Yeah, every day. So you see how it's all kind of laid out in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine that if you were to jump into my perception, that entire layout is completely different, but all the same things map to the same things.
Yeah.
So we could have two completely indistinguishable realities,
Yeah.
but because they all map to the same thing, we can navigate.
I've always thought that.
Have you always thought
I've
that?
always
It's
thought
like, is my red your red?
Exactly. Yeah. It's the
yeah.
next level of that.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah. It's all.
It's like the whole thing is inverted. Like everything I see is upside down. If you were to look through my eyes, your first thought would be like, dude, everything's upside down.
Yeah. But it's because of the way that you process all the images. And
Yeah.
Stuff. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's cool.
And I think that's like maybe you could argue that maybe people who are like musicians have a higher, they can explore the material world better through audio, like through their audible experience of the world, rather than someone who's more perception based or someone who's a bit more like us, who need cannabis in order to see the world for what it really is.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's good. Hashtag deep thought. Yeah. Pretty deep.
So who are you voting for?
Who am I voting for? Yeah, I got my poll card. I don't know, man. I don't believe in it.
Do you not vote?
No, I do vote.
Who did you vote for last time?
I can't remember. What was the last one? Who was running? Wasn't it not Maggie Thatcher?
Yeah, it was Margaret Thatcher.
No.
And John Major.
No, what's that? Theresa May.
Yeah.
And then who was the other PM? It was David Cameron. Then we had Boris. Then it was Sunak.
Jeremy Corbyn, wasn't it?
No, he was never Prime Minister.
No, but he was up against Theresa May in that vote.
I think I voted... I can't remember.
You can't remember.
I kind of don't want to say, because I think
No,
it could be either one.
And
I
to
don't.
be honest,
I would. Look, I hate politics. I think it's shit. I think the whole thing is dumb.
Do you know what?
There you go. That's my thought. Quite. That's brilliant, isn't it? That's a very insightful thought.
Yeah.
The whole thing is dumb.
I miss a time where political opinion is allowed to be something that you can keep to yourself. But people ask it from you, and I don't like it. And I'm like, I don't want. I don't have to talk about my political opinions.
No. I the other thing I do feel is as you change, as you get older, you're when you're a student, of course you're going to care a lot about student finance and funding.
Yeah.
But as soon as you're not a student, why would you vote on that?
Yeah.
Like if you don't have kids, it's like it's completely irrelevant to you now. So I think the trouble is you have your time in where you are in your life at that moment. You're going to have different priorities, and oftentimes the politics is reflective of certain demographics. And if you just happen to be you're transitioning into a different demographic, you're going to change your political thing.
Yeah.
So I think that's also part of the problem where you join it, or you believe in one leader or one party, but then that party you slide out of their main demographic. So it can be a bit like silly drawing lines in the sand. I always thought when I was younger, I was like, can't you just put like every kind of decision into like some kind of system, and then like everyone just votes on them?
Oh.
Like why do you even need?
Well, I guess
like
I guess they have petitions, don't they? But they don't really. But like petitions are just so that they can have a say in Parliament.
Or a debate.
Yeah, it's not like, oh, this will be put forward.
Yeah,
this will be done.
And they oftentimes they don't even do it, do they?
No.
I don't know, man. I wish I knew the answers to those questions. I just feel like anytime anyone I don't understand. I don't get it. Like I can do as much reading as you can, or as much digesting of the stuff you can, but you can't. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't have any fucking clue what's going on. I just try and
yeah, it's like obviously the like a single party system and Parliament and stuff isn't the perfect solution, but I have no fucking clue what else could be.
Yeah, I mean I've always thought that something like a basic income was always my political thing.
I've always been a fan of that, but it's like that's a bit like just like I'd like
I love a bit of free money. Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah.
That's it. That's I mean, like, the arguments for it, like, you can really like help people out and make sure that people have like a good like stability and stuff. But then like, what is the counter argument? It's about like,
well, I think the biggest one I think is
just like a fuck of the economy or something.
Well, no, yeah, I mean, I think there's an inflationary argument, but I was reading critiques of the inflationary argument, and it does sound to me like that there is a solution to the inflationary argument for basic income, i.e. like depending upon where the money is coming from, it's technically not inflation. But like the thing I always put forward, all right, so say you're a landlord and you own a flat or a house, and you're letting the flat out to someone and they're paying you rent.
Yeah, every day.
And then basic income gets announced. So you now, as a landlord, are going to be getting an unconditional additional income of like £1,000, say. What do you then do? Now you know that your tenant can afford another grand. They're getting an extra grand. So I asked one of my friends, who happens to be a landlord, and I said, what would you do in this scenario? And he was like, well, I wouldn't do anything because I'm getting an extra grand. Like, it doesn't change anything. I don't need the extra. It doesn't matter. Then I asked another friend, and he was like, I'd raise the fucking rent straight away. And it's like, well, what do you say about that? And I guess there's this thing about, if everyone's making the extra £1,000, say everyone then increases all their prices for everything, suddenly the margins on everything have gotten wider. But what that might mean is say me and you are chewing gum manufacturers and sellers, and we manufacture and sell chewing gum. We now know that every single person is getting one of our markets is getting way more money. They're getting an unconditional basic income. So so I say to myself, well, let's raise the price. So I raise the price by 100%, and you as another chewing gum manufacturer raise the prices 100%. But the additional 100% is not based on anything other than the fact that we now know the population has additional income. It's not because costs have increased or because some, xanthium gum is not increased in production costs or whatever the fuck it is, right? It's just because we know that these guys have got more money. Now, what's really interesting is you find yourself in a scenario where that margin, that 100% price increase, means that you and I can start undercutting each other to be the lowest priced gum on the market. So I'm like, ooh, there's the competitiveness can start creeping in, and I'm like, well, he's raised his prices 100%. I'll only raise my price 75%. So now everyone starts buying my gum because it's 25% cheaper than yours, and then you're like, oh fuck, I'm going to release mine down to 50% more than it was originally before the basic income, and I'm like, oh, I'll go back down to 25, and then the market ends up correcting itself because the underlying costs of the production of the thing haven't changed. So there's that. That was always my solution to that in that price gouging thing, is that as long as you've got multiple players, they've now got more room to be competitive with price.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that makes sense.
No. What would you do if you got an extra £1,000 a month?
I'd probably make more comic books.
Yeah.
I would try and work a day less.
Yeah.
Because £1,000 a month unconditionally, I wouldn't be able to assist. That's not enough to pay my rent and stuff. So it's like I couldn't quit my job.
Yeah.
I'd have to keep working, but I would try and just do less of my job.
Fair.
I would I'd be like, all right, I can pay for editors, cover service. I'd feel more comfortable putting more time towards all my endeavors. You could pay for like editors, you could pay for copywriters, for proofreaders, cover artists. You could just have a comic book on the go all the time.
Yeah.
Go on holiday a bit more, like go out for food more. Just you could enjoy life more with an additional grand. You could go. I would do my Mandarin lessons.
Yeah, for sure.
I'd get another one of these big mics.
Ding dong.
What would you do?
Yeah, I guess I'd learn. Buy time, I guess. You could work less. You could learn things I've always wanted to. I've always wanted to sing. Be able to sing, or be able to draw.
Yeah,
Do drawing lessons would be fun, or French lessons. I've always wanted to be like proper fluent in French.
Why?
Why not?
Do you have anyone in your life that speaks French?
I've got a couple friends. I've got actually. I work with a lot of people who speak French.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, they're from France.
Yeah. French families.
Oh.
Quite a few actually.
Yeah, I mean French is alright. It's not.
It's just the language that I have the most.
Your proficiency. Yeah.
No, it's not even. I'm not like I would say I am amateur French.
Like a beginner.
Yeah, but I know. Because I couldn't tell you how to say.
How do you say I like to eat radiators for breakfast in French?
J'aime manger radiators pour le petit déjeuner.
Say le petit déjeuner is morning.
Le petit
breakfast
is the small breakfast. I think. Yeah, but it's breakfast. I think it's small dinner. Petit déjeuner dans le.
I like your French accent, man.
What's morning?
What's morning in French?
So it's like bonne nuit, what's good morning?
Bonsoir is good. Is evening.
Good
Soir.
Bonjour is good day.
Bon anniversaire is good.
Happy birthday.
Is it? I thought it was Happy New Year.
Might be.
Bon anniversaire. I don't know. My French is.
Pomme de terre.
What's that mean?
Apples of the earth. Potatoes.
Oh yeah, that's what I think in Mandarin. Potato is like dirt bean or something.
Dirt bean.
Dirt apple. I can't remember.
Dirt apple.
Dolt. No, that's bean. I don't know. I can't remember.
Can't remember.
If Lils was here, I could. I can't even like. What is good morning in Mandarin? I can't remember. I can't remember what morning is.
Oh, I can tell you.
我不知道. Anyway, so this has been like an hour and 40 minutes of.
Oh, sweet.
I think we got enough.
That's
I'm
good.
sure all you out there are entertained. So,
hey man, this was so fun. Thanks for having me on, man.
yeah, you're very welcome. Anytime you come back on the show.
Well, it's a real honor. Thank you so much.
Yeah, this has been a really good thing.
Yeah, it's been great. It's been good fun.
No, I think we've had fun. I wanted to get another pod out.
Yeah.
I think like with this, I don't know. I mean, look, there is a self-indulgence.
Yeah.
This is self-indulgent behaviour. No, this is
Well,
narcissistic behaviour.
No, listen.
What is this?
No.
Like, what are we doing, man? No one. It's not that like we're not comedians. We're like wannabes. We're like proper wannabe. Like, we like the idea of this, but we aren't this.
So look,
I think I should just stare at a wall all day. I don't know.
I think I've said this on the podcast before.
What have you said before? Go on.
Dude, listen. No one's listening to this fucking podcast, and it's fine. And if people do whatever, it's chill. Just like I enjoy talking into a microphone.
Yeah, it's fun just fucking around.
It's fun just talking to a microphone and doing voices. And we'll listen to it.
Yeah, sometimes I can get through. You know, it's so funny. Oftentimes I will listen back to the one that we just done, right?
Yeah.
Just to make sure I haven't fucked it up, and I'm always curious and stuff. And then I try it on the train coming back from Bristol the other week. I was listening back. I was like, that's so fucking boring.
Yeah.
It's so fucking boring.
Yeah.
But Tommy, we do have a fan. Tommy does listen to the show. He texted me again and was like, "When's the next episode coming?"
And I'm worried for Tommy. So like, look, it's fine. Like, no one should listen to this. And if people do, good for you. But
I just like.
It's just fun doing silly voices.
I suppose there is that.
But talking about it and like just like festering on it, it crushes the flow and the feel of it.
I know.
It
Makes my toes curl a bit. I'm sorry. It's just I know. But I just like that's me. I have that like I don't know.
Dude, this is the episode of the title.
Yeah, what?
Glass half full, glass half empty.
That's the episode of this.
Yeah.
Can you break that down for me?
Because I'm a glass half full kind of guy, and you're a glass.
Isn't
half
that
empty.
like a copy thing for Cadbury's?
Is it?
Yeah, I think they
They copyrighted that.
No, I mean that was some advertisement copy.
They copyrighted that term.
Yeah. No. I'm not talking about copywriting. I'm talking about copy that is written, like copy. Like ad copy.
What? Add copy?
Yeah, like copy. It's type.
Like you copy and paste it?
No. Do you know what I mean when I say copy? Like in publishing.
What do you mean?
Like, I've got to knock out this this magazine this magazine. I need some copy for the magazine. It's like a word in publication.
Okay.
Like it's the written word is called copy.
Okay.
You've never heard that before?
No.
And you work in publishing?
Well, yeah, man. I'm one of the biggest publishers in Brighton.
Yeah, I was looking at some of the Kickstarters in the Brighton and Hove area.
Yeah.
Some of them are so fucking funny because it's like this is like I don't want to like shit on it. And obviously, they may never listen to this, but I was like, there's just girls, and they were going to make a TV show, and it's just her talking into her phone about like they were going to write this TV show.
Yeah.
And I was like, you can do that? You can just go on Kickstarter and be like, yeah, what's up? I want to write a TV show.
It was literally what we've done.
No, but we've spent money. We've like hired professionals.
Yeah, no, I get. Yeah, true, but like, maybe we just done a couple more steps than she has.
That's what I mean. Like the audacity to go in
Yeah,
at
but-
zero step. Imagine if I just monologued onto my phone about how I'm going to create like a video game,
Yeah,
and then that was it.
but like, what if your premise of the video game was like revolutionary? People were like, oh yeah, sweet, yeah.
That would be amazing. It was so funny.
Like, oh shit, yeah, no, this guy's right. I do. Can we cap this off? Because I really need a piss.
Yeah. All right. Well, anyway. So I guess we'll come back at some point with some. Maybe we'll have some scripts written or something. Some other fun stuff for you. I hope you've enjoyed the show. Finley's away. So see you later.
Bye, guys. See you soon.